Welcome back. We're playing Disco Elysium tonight because that's what we're on, right? We're on that Disco Elysium trail. And you know, last time we were playing Disco Elysium, we found out that the Hardie boys might not be the killers we thought they were. In fact, it turns out that they were just covering for someone else. So now I'm very confused. Maybe we should have their theme music. No, maybe not. But yeah, so they apparently are not the killers. So now we've got an entirely new line of questioning to deal with. And some other stuff as well to look at, I'm sure, over the time it takes. I don't know if we'll make it to another day yet or whatever, but I don't know how close we are to the end. We've uncovered a secret, so maybe that'll be bringing us a bit closer. I don't know. Bit of funky music in the background for epidemic sound. Shall we get started? Ba 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 ba. I think we will. So here we go, Disco Elysium. I just need to turn the music back up, because otherwise it overrides everything else, you know. And let's get on with the game. So, here we are, we're standing here. Stop. Where are you going? Just stop there. I don't know where they were going there. They were just going for a long wander. In terms of the missions we've got, so now we got the whole story from Titus Hardie, and it turns out we need to talk to Classia again now that we know what the real story is. But also we can go and speak to Cindy the Skull, who's up in that building overlooking, what's her name? Whose name I've forgotten, the woman from the company. And we're supposed to sniff out some comrades for the rebirth of communism in Martinez. We can do all that over time. I can't do that. I can't clear that mission either, but I sold Rene's photo, so I can't ask him about it, which is a bit annoying. Oh, one sec. So yeah, we've got a lot of things to do, is what I can tell you. So let's get back to it. We've got a skill point to spend as well. We upgraded our reaction speed, composure, keep your poker face. I don't know if we need that really. Let's have the physical instrument one leveled up a little bit. Just, you know, it's not going to be much use to us because I don't think we're going to be doing much in the way of fighting with anyone. But it's something to do at least. So before we go and speak to Classia, or whatever her name is, we're going to go down here. We're going to see if we can find out about these boots. Gloves, wasn't it? It was the gloves that she might have. I think Cindy the Skull was this person up here. Oh, my boombox is at it again. Booming away. Can we speak to her? No, she's there. Can we speak to her from below? Let's see.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Yeah. What happened to the guy's armour, do you know?
What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells?
Isn't armour art? For the body? Is it? I don't know.
Alright, Piggy. I'll give you this one.
Fishing village.
A little girl in the fishing village running around with military.
That wee girl that we got the stuffed bird off.
Cute as hell.
Could that girl have been little Lily?
Possibly.
It's not a bad place to start.
That's a good place to start, yeah. Well,
could have been her.
She doesn't know.
Small kid with giant white armored hands. If you've seen one of them, you've seen them all.
I haven't seen very many small kids with giant armoured hands. Is that bed in the coal room yours?
Not only have you found
Oh,
my
no.
address, you've discovered my biggest secret. I'm a coal miner.
You're not a very good coal miner if you're just getting coal straight out of the
She does
thing.
have eyes that seem to be smeared with coal.
You're a miner?
Yes. I keep hoping the shaft will collapse on me. But
I'm wondering where
somehow
that
it
conversation's
never
going.
happens.
Don't you have a real
Does
home?
anyone in a city
Probably
like
not.
this?
It's probably true. The whole city's falling apart.
If there's pain about any particular home she's lost, she's buried.
She's not
deep,
bothered. Yeah.
fortified herself against it.
Not the nicest place.
It doesn't have to do anything at all.
Doesn't have to do anything. Just has to be a shelter.
Like me. Right now, I'm doing nothing at all.
Cool.
Shoot, piggy.
I have other questions like no other questions. Right, so we're going to speak to Clashia in the Whirling in Rags. Find out what her story is. Now that we know a little bit more. Can we go that way? My headphones are a little loud in my ear, so I'm just going to turn that down just a touch. Just a touch. Because all I'm hearing is loud in-game music. But yeah, so we got this, we got that little twist to the story, which was, I don't know, there's the Hardie boys, but not those ones. So any files we had on them being the killers, we'll have to delete, you know, obviously. Which is a shame. But let's go in here, let's chat to her, let's see what she's got to say about what the Hardie boys have to say. Because they were covering for somebody. And they were willing to take the blame because... Well, I don't know. I don't know why, really. Because they knew nobody would arrest them. Probably. That's probably the reason, really. Right, let's see if she's still here. She might have run away by now. Surely she's going to know that what they were going to tell me. Possibly, anyway. You've got a tribal sort of drum music there. From this bloody stereo thing. Oh, that other light went off. I didn't think it would last the whole time. Always good to see me, is it?
Something
I don't know.
has changed. She's
Yeah.
tired.
She knows what's going on now. She knows that what they'll have told me.
And what's to come.
The Hardies told us what really happened. You don't look
I
surprised.
knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. It's what you do. You're the police.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're supposed to do anyway.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry for wasting your time.
No, you're not. If you were sorry for wasting our time, you wouldn't have done it in the first place. Would you? Would they? I mean, come on.
Then move on to questions.
Yeah.
Is it? Something is off here.
Something, yeah.
Shush. I can't hear what she's saying.
Let's see what she's got to say.
Find out eventually.
Yeah.
Did you waste our time?
I didn't mean to waste your time, so I wasted your time, if that's alright. Sorry about that.
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them.
They were trying to
were
help.
Only trying to help me. Not of the shit I'd
Again, because they knew that nobody would arrest them.
Is she implying the Hardie boys are the law?
The Hardie boys aren't the law, we
I
are.
know that. But the people around here, they don't see it that way. And if I am
Yeah,
to
if she
stay
wants to
here,
stay.
I need to get along with them.
It makes sense. I'm satisfied with that as a description, as an explanation. No,
You're right. There's more.
there's more?
You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
Yes.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea.
She's worried.
As she's done time and time again. A grand expanse of water reaches over the bay and to the horizon.
She can't even, you know, she's not even seeing the place.
Violet in the morning light.
What lies beyond the horizon?
Isola, the Occident, and then
Aranya, which is where she's from, isn't it? Is that why you're looking over your
You
shoulder?
share a database with them. You send people to their courts.
Yeah, sure, okay.
Just business. But
Just do
bad
business.
for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will.
Take you away.
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir.
Right,
If you
properly
find
kill
my
her.
name, take me in for questioning. Enter me into the moral intern.
Well, we don't have to make it official. We just have to. You just have to tell us what happened.
Well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Well, we don't have to mention your name if it didn't.
Actually, this murder did have a little to do with her.
What happened the night he died?
We were there. Together. In bed.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what happened after that?
He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back,
Okay.
looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look.
Someone broke the window.
There was a hole in the glass. I turned back to him. His
And
eyes
he
were
was
looking
dead.
through me, and his mouth was open, dumb. I could
So
see
okay,
it.
so
I could.
Her chest rises and falls with each word.
She
She
keeps
keeps
him-
herself
yeah.
together and says it.
I knew he was dead
wow,
before he fell down on top of
that's
me.
a pretty horrible. That's a pretty horrible situation to be in, isn't it?
You were right. He did enjoy.
So that's why
the moment of
there was a bit of a
escape.
smile. Then what
He was
happened?
heavy. I pushed him.
There's
up
no need
against the
to. There's no
floor.
need to push that on her, is there?
He only had his boots on. He bit the pillow.
That's why he didn't have his other armor on.
Then ran downstairs. I
Okay.
waited for the second shot to come. For me.
Because she thought that it was her that they were aiming for.
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
Your cigarette. Yeah. Sorry this happened to you.
So am I.
Hmm.
What time?
Straight
was
back onto one.
it? When did it happen?
Chain smoking.
It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
Yeah, how long?
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the
Midnight.
exact time. Around midnight.
Okay.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line.
So you'd had a few drinks, but nothing
I was drinking.
nothing extreme.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw.
Oh, did he?
Much more than usual.
Thought you said you looked pretty high.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines. Just to clear my head.
Oh, did you?
Did
So you were a little
ever see
intoxicated
each
with
other in the
something.
course of this?
No,
No, I mean, who was it? What did you do?
I was trapped.
Yeah, well, she thought that they were after her, so obviously she...
I
She
got some
hid.
clothes on and crawled back up. Drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his
It
mouth.
seems like it was him that was the target, to be honest.
Just a little. He was still on the floor.
Seems like it was him that was the target,
I couldn't be there with him anymore.
I think.
So I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there.
Hmm.
Run, woman. Run past them and out into the street.
Do you see, I was looking, it was actually something someone posted. I was seeing
As far as you
that
can.
there was a suggestion that the UK government are going to offer £200 million to build a new royal yacht. They've already got one. Meanwhile, people are, struggling to feed themselves. Why didn't you run away from here?
I already ran.
It makes you wonder about priorities,
I ran
doesn't
through
it?
An
You know,
entire isola.
don't want to talk about politics too much, but it makes you wonder about
Can't run any
priorities
further.
when people are
Not with
making
these people.
giant, pointless boats.
This is as far as it gets.
What did you do, Tatham,
It's
after you?
not nice, but it's not illegal.
It's a bit of an
Not
odd priority, if you ask
radical.
me.
Or even in Oranje.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage.
But,
I joined a business collective.
it shouldn't be
with the
surprising, I
intention of
suppose,
betraying them.
really.
I did my job well enough to be.
It's all
asked to do it
bullshit,
again. With a bigger company.
All bullshit.
The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers. 2 decades worth of accounting.
Did you?
I need
Well,
to
that's a
know
pretty good reason why they might be after you, yeah.
Who hired you?
The job was Lou's doing County Savings Bank.
Savings bank.
It
Okay.
sounds small, but they're part of the Lou Scott conglomerate. That was the second job.
Okay.
The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them.
A printer company. It depends who they are.
But she really destroyed.
So she's like properly collapsed some company.
As to who hired me.
But
the
what for?
job,
If they were doing
I don't
something
know.
bad.
They're after me too, along with Lou Scott and their friends. in
So
Myanmar.
yeah.
Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you
Yeah.
don't have allies. You're
They burn you. Burned.
Lowe's cap.
What's
These
this? The
people
Odeon
enter
are reopening
financial
most of their cinemas.
disasters in Second World
In
countries.
May, apparently. The
The
17th.
conglomerate also includes the Bank of Consecration, Airbird, and the popular.
Is there much to
Papalolo
show, though?
Dairy products.
Papalolo.
Yeah. Papa fucking Lolo wants to kill me.
So they want to, oh god. I'm sure the people who've done much worse than that.
Sure. I'm not a war criminal, but it was bad.
Well, what was the company
Lost their
doing? They were
job.
doing something that they shouldn't have
Good
been.
people too, not just C-suite. A lot of people got hurt.
Yeah, that is the
That's just
downside,
more
you
of my
know.
shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder.
That can wait.
Yeah.
Look into her eyes. There's more.
What did you do?
One of them killed themselves because of me.
Okay, yeah, that, at that stage, that's
How do you deal
not
with
easy to
anything?
deal with at all. Yeah,
It's all just... How do you do it?
by not remembering anything.
Yes.
That's true. That's pretty much what he's doing. That's obviously what he's been doing all these years, you know, or recently anyway. What happened after you ran
Sylvie was
downstairs?
tending the bar. A lot of people
So
were
Sylvie
there.
was there.
The Hardies
She
were
phoned. We know
particularly
she
in front of the
phoned.
stage. I think the Union box was full. Ruby was there too. They
Okay.
were having such a good time. I sat down.
So what's
and
the-
Phil welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Ruby?
Yeah, who's Ruby?
Ruby, you know, the leader.
Aha!
The leader? Of what?
This is the person we've been looking for.
The Hardie boys.
Thought Hardie was the leader.
Well, nominally, yes.
Right, I
She's the
see.
one when things happen, like
I see.
things they need taken care
This
of.
is the person who
She's the organizer.
yeah, has disappeared. The other person that we couldn't
In
find.
her phrasing, is entrusted with great power. She
We're
trusts
gonna have to
her,
speak to Hardie about Ruby
so
now.
do the others.
Would you say she is the 8th Hardy boy?
Why not?
Yeah. Let's go on.
Well,
What then?
Ruby said, let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation.
Yeah, so they knew. Yeah,
but I
that
can't leave.
she was
Ruby was the first one I told.
she was kind of tied up. Her hands were kind of tied. She couldn't report it really.
She said she'd take care of this. That's what she does.
This is why she was hiding up here all this time.
I
she
helped
didn't
her
want to
the
get
body
involved.
the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower to keep him upright.
Oh God.
To mislead you, they were tampering.
Well, yeah, they wanted it to look like they took him out there.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yeah.
Yes.
We
Well, they had time
completely
to, because
missed
if they
that.
left him too long,
Looks
obviously,
like you got there in time.
the
What were
fluids
those
wouldn't move in the
20
right
minutes
way.
after death?
About 20, yes.
So 20
Ruby
minutes.
explained it would make the blood. You know what he does.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what it does.
Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on.
Also, she did put the armor
His
back on
armor,
him.
too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with
Yeah,
Titus.
okay.
I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out.
And then to everyone who
I knew
saw,
what they were
you know,
going to do.
to everyone else, they would have seen that
Hanging.
they did
Ruby
it. They
said-
put him in the tree. What did
Ruby
you do?
said to wait here.
So that makes
She
sense,
also
right?
said I wouldn't see her for a while.
Because then it looks like
That
they
we
were the
should
ones
lay
that did
low
it.
or something. So I did.
Where is Ruby now?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
We
Hmm.
will need to
In
take
hiding
this
as well,
question to the
probably.
Hardy boys.
Interesting.
They're never going to
Why
answer
did
that
this
question.
woman go through so much trouble to
Never
hide
gonna.
something someone else did.
They're never going to find
Look
it. They're never
into
going to
this
answer it.
later.
When he was
Did you hear a
killed,
gunshot?
I may have.
Yeah, she's not sure.
I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding.
Because, yeah, that would have
The
been.
gunshot wasn't that loud. This is something to keep
So
in mind
probably
when assessing the distance of the
Outside,
shot.
possibly in here, on here, maybe? Possibly they're on the roof? Did you kill him?
What?
I have to ask.
Why would I put myself through this?
I have to ask.
Insanity. Get myself cornered like this. He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me. I know that.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Okay.
would never.
We have to ask the question.
It could have been a desire murder.
But why?
An act of jealousy. He was a serviceman.
But why?
He must have had a gun somewhere lying around, close to her hand.
Well, maybe,
Now,
but I just
you
don't.
guys suddenly have theories pouring out when they're obviously just stabs in the dark.
I don't want to. Yeah, say
I was
that.
sad to hear that. They must have said it in some fit of
Probably, yeah,
frustration.
they probably said it
Under pressure.
out of anger.
They couldn't have meant it. I've talked to them after it happened. No one has implicated me.
Yeah, no, they haven't,
Like what?
really. Could the people after you have
That's
killed
the
him?
first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break.
But why
I
wouldn't
thought
they
they'd
kill? Why
frame
wouldn't
me.
they then follow through and
They
kill
came
her?
to punish me. All last week, I
Yeah, why would they do that?
To talk to anyone or be seen with anyone.
When they could have
so
got
they
you.
Wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. what happened didn't have anything to do with me.
Either way, something to
We
consider.
can't go after loose cap. Not yet.
Yeah, I
There
understand
are
that.
other
I understand that,
similar
but we have to bear it in mind.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. There's one thing I know.
You have to bear it in
You'll
mind,
get
right?
nothing from there.
Yeah. Why did you
Because
call the
I'm an
police?
idiot.
Yeah, probably. I mean, we wouldn't have been
Which is
involved
an
at all.
indicator of truth, idiot. She's nothing of the sort.
I don't think so. Why did you do it?
You have to understand.
Yeah, I don't think she's an idiot. She's not an idiot. She knew what she was doing to some extent.
And he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off. And that little fucker threw
Yeah,
stones
yeah, yeah.
at him.
Kuno's a pain in the ass.
He kept throwing
Don't worry about
stones at him for 3 days.
And no doubt you could also hear him.
I could hear that.
Ah, that makes sense.
Thud.
Get rid of the body so he stops throwing stones at it. Otherwise, what would they have done? Just left it there forever?
The last thing I do in Ravishol.
She
To
definitely
rot.
called the cops. That was task complete.
Yeah, we know that. She
Couldn't
said she
have
had.
been a lie. That is impossible.
When was the window changed?
Last week, Angus and Titus's brother, I think
Okay.
it's called Tibbs, took care of it.
Okay, so they took
You should have
care
another
of
look
the
at that
window.
window after this. Reconstruct the scene. It's right there.
in the bedroom
Yes,
inside.
You see the glass sparkling.
Yeah, but what are we going to be able to investigate? I think we're done for
She
now.
nods silently. She doesn't even smoke.
Yeah.
Just picks up the cold coffee and
She's not
holds
even got a
it
new
to
cup of
her
coffee or
lips.
anything.
He's thinking, are we done here? Or maybe you should take her
Not
to the
entirely.
station
Let's look at the-
for safekeeping. She lied.
Definitely don't take her to the station.
And she's a flight risk. No, that won't be necessary.
Because what if
Just
we
leave
put her
her
in
alone.
extra danger that we don't
She's been
necessarily
through
need to?
enough. She doesn't
If we
need
send her
this
to the police station, that would just be
responsibility.
pointless. She definitely doesn't need that, that's
I'm
true.
beginning to
Nobody
doubt your
does.
judgment. Are you sure you're not sleeping on the post? You have to wake this one up with force if you want to continue pushing her.
Well, let's see what happens.
Who? What? Dear God, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover.
Yeah, maybe.
Lied to everyone.
She could have. But we're not discounting that as a possibility.
She's smoke and mirrors and a willow.
I'm not discounting that as a possibility. I just don't.
She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her immediately before she further entangles you in her web of lies.
Your real name isn't Clashia Amandu.
I agree. You wouldn't give.
Yeah,
a
why
real
would they?
name, Not when.
Okay.
Okay, well,
Okay, it's not.
good. You
Your
can tell me the
letter will
truth.
work every week. It's all transmitted to common, sir. I couldn't just beg you not to.
Yeah,
do
so you
it.
gave me a fake name. Okay.
So I lied. Like I lied before.
You've been, you know,
I did
it's
at
difficult to
FCSB.
trust someone who's
I have to lie
constantly
all the
lying
time.
about things. It's the passport bullshit.
No. It's submerged in a plastic buoy on the coast, in the reeds. It just
That's her name.
doesn't say Claudia Amandu. It says
Anouk Meyer Schmidt.
Maya Smith.
Okay, fine.
Falsified documents.
Passport and visa.
Yeah,
Given to me by my employer.
right. So she basically just, yeah,
My employer probably leaked the name, Maya Smith, to hurt me.
probably.
Why would they do that?
Well, why wouldn't they?
Show up to a rendezvous. They don't take that lightly. I didn't show up because I
But
was
why wouldn't they do
afraid
that? I
they'd
mean, it makes sense.
do something to me. The job was finished. I'm just a liability now.
She fears an arrest right here and now. This has been an awful turn. of
We know her
events.
real name. She told us her real name.
West of the boardwalk.
So in the reeds west of the boardwalk,
on
we'll
the coast
find
there. I put it there when I first
her
arrived.
ID.
Haven't been there since. I'm not sure I could even find it now. It's useless.
Okay. We're in the reeds. We have to check this
The lieutenant
this
makes
boy
note of it.
out, not buoy.
You're welcome to it. It's in the reeds northwest of here.
Tell me your real name.
Rosina Lazier.
So that's her real name.
It's a Grad name. Jimsk or Hugo Grad.
Oh.
Not Occidental at all.
So
Smoke
she's
water
she's
oil,
completely not
tobacco,
who she says she is.
economic desolation, and rock music infused out.
My parents were Zhimsk immigrants.
So she's
From
not
our
from
family's
there,
Oranese.
but they've
All I remember is
she's
Oranese.
grown up there.
Alasia is my father's name.
Okay.
She nods. Her round
Yeah,
eyes.
there's her real
moisturize.
name.
They seem moist from the wind on the roof. She
Okay, well that's
nods,
enough of that.
her back straight, ready for whatever is next.
I didn't think
I
you made
did.
that call to the station.
What is this? I called your desk or whatever it is.
Okay.
The numbers are all over town. Call
Yeah, but
8,
why would you?
2,
Someone else could do it easily enough.
There was an older woman on the other end. It sounded like she was smoking. She took my
We'll just
computer.
make sure that all of
She
the
coughed.
details add up.
That is the emergency.
Yeah, so it sounds like she did make the call.
Anyone could know that, sire.
Uh,
Looking around and calling the desk.
Well, yeah, but
I don't believe a single word she says.
why would she?
What time did you make the call?
There we go.
Thursday night. It was late. Sometime after 12.
After 12 on Thursday.
It checks out.
Okay.
She stands before you, holding her back
Okay.
very straight.
What if I told you you're under arrest? I don't think.
What?
Why did I say that? That was a stupid thing to say. We haven't arrested her yet. What if I told you you're under
I haven't
arrest?
done anything.
Yeah.
Nothing illegal.
Failure to aid a
Well,
police
but
investigation.
yeah, okay.
She purposefully misrepresented information.
I don't think this is worth
related to the
worth
case.
pursuing, to be honest.
Fucking mind games. Enough. That's right, gang. Stern and merciless now. Stern and merciless as we reel her in.
You misrepresented information about the case without the Hardie's confession. We'd know nothing.
The lieutenant produces a pair of handcuffs.
Oh, I don't know if I want to arrest her. Just hang on.
Please no.
But there's nowhere to go. A two-story drop to the plaza.
Yeah, but she might.
If she could, she would have run before. Fragile, unshielded.
I don't know.
Her voice is thin and tired.
I think I know who did it. Who shot Lely.
Okay,
I can tell
help
you.
me
I
then.
can help you.
What do you
She's
know?
silent
Who
for
shot
a
him?
second,
Go on, tell me.
as if
Who shot him?
looking into herself for certainty. Then,
Who?
in a hushed voice, she says, gearing up for this betrayal is hard for her.
Ruby.
Ruby? Why do you think it was her?
She has this thing for me. Ever since I met her and the
Oh, I
boys
see.
downstairs.
Yeah, that could
She's
be a
very
reason.
frank about what she wants.
And what's that?
Sex. And more.
I mean, I don't even know why you
I
needed to
knew
ask
this
that
was
question, to
insane.
be quite honest.
I told her I was on the run. She
Yeah.
started protecting
No,
me.
I think she might be right.
It
She
became
could be
an
right.
unhealthy relationship. When I started spending time
She
with
could be
Lely,
right.
She told me to end it. Said there would be shit if I didn't.
Assuming, obviously the difficulty is that most of what we've been told so
Stopped
far
talking after that, but
hasn't been true. So it's difficult to trust if this is real or...
I don't understand. What exactly in your relationship made you think she's romantically interested in you?
she
Did
said
she,
she's in
did,
love
did,
with me.
did you not, she not just say?
She even asked me to run away with her when I told her I'm a fugitive.
She had some
Started
ideas.
developing notions about our relationship.
So maybe, yeah, I mean, maybe that
And you led her on?
is a potential driving force.
A little. I was flattered, you know? But then I had to let her off, and it was not easy.
Yeah.
I came to regret being friendly with her.
I mean, if she said that
We
shit was
maybe
going to happen,
kissed,
you know,
nothing more.
shit was going to go down.
This
And
is
she was
just an
fixated.
assumption.
It is an
I know what
assumption,
it
but
sounds like. That's why I didn't want to tell you before. But
she knew what happened.
What had happened when I came downstairs.
Did she?
Somehow she knew Lely was dead. She
Interesting.
wasn't surprised at all. When we came up here, she was calm as a stone too. She cleaned it all up like
She'd,
had a
yeah.
plan.
If this is true,
This is a familiar theory. You had it too, remember?
yeah.
Could it be that Ruby was covering up after herself? The lynching?
What did
She
she?
came
Did she
over one
threaten
night.
you?
Drunk. Said she'd turn my life into a living hell.
Yeah.
I've been threatened before. I can tell when
Am
someone
I-
knows how to do it.
It's just my hat, I think, that's disappearing into everything. Yeah, it sounds
She's a
like
pro.
she likely
She
was.
must be. To keep the Hardie
From what we've heard
away.
about her, the people are scared
I
of
tried
her,
severing
you
ties
know.
with her after that. I thought it had worked.
Surely it's that. I mean, surely it has to be.
Some of that fear is still with her. She exhales sharp.
Well, yeah, because if she's not gone,
What are you talking about? She's afraid you'll arrest her.
then how could she have killed
You
him?
said there was a secret route there, right?
There was.
She could have come up through there.
Someone was
I would have
watching
taken
her.
the shot right here. where I stand. It was too dark outside. I wouldn't have seen her.
Someone
They
was
slipped
watching.
back downstairs without anyone noticing.
That's not impossible.
That is possible.
Interesting theory. Did she know that door exists? Had you been out there with her?
Yes.
So she's been up
She's
there.
been up here many times. She used to come to drink on the roof when
And
The
what?
peephole.
she would have seen us.
Yeah,
My bed is right next to...
it would have been the ideal place.
You mean to suggest she made it?
No. No. Why would she do that to herself?
Well, because maybe she was
No,
watching
I
when he
just
wasn't
remember
there.
You told me about it, and
She's not really sure. It was right above the bed. She could have seen all sorts of things.
Yeah,
from
potentially.
there. Okay. And what? Arrest the liar now. Don't
I don't
arrest
think
her.
there's any point arresting her.
Push her a bit more, but then let her off. That Ruby theory, she's stuck here. She's already in prison. Look around. She's only trying to help you. Her.
Hmm.
Stop letting her distract you.
Right. Let's just see what happens.
still? After all this, sir, please. It's
Just let's
shitty
see how this
world,
goes.
And I know I'm shitty too. I know. But I don't deserve to be sent to the moral end.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to arrest her
Ground
yet. I
into
don't
place
think she
just
killed
because
him.
I disturbed the sanctity of accounting.
She's gearing up for a last stand. This is it.
I've made my choice.
She looks at you in silence. Her
Made my
face
choice.
filled with fear. Wait. If you arrest her,
Yeah.
Kim will have to shut up. He's making a decision, and it's his to make.
I'll let you off the hook for now.
I won't, sir.
Don't make me regret that. Seems like a fair thing to say. Let's change the
She
subject.
slowly slowed. You are. This is not the end of this.
Come back to this later. Okay. So,
As you look back, you think. So love did do him in, after all.
I was
If
right.
it weren't for her, he would not have been there. The shot would not have connected
Yeah.
with his soft plate.
Yeah, let's forget about that just now. Go in here. Now, we said we were going to look at the window. I'm not really sure what use we're going to get out of looking at a window that's been fixed. That's been replaced, you know. That's the window, I guess, that's been replaced.
It's pristine on the
You
inside.
could have come out of there, shot, and gone back in.
Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
Run my finger across the
Smooth
glass.
as ice.
Obviously, there's
There
new
are
glass.
spots of mud and rain on the outside.
It's new glass.
Even smudges. But the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fractures. Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to inspect the surface.
This
Looks
window
like
was recently replaced. Let's have a closer look and see what we can
A
find
vague
out.
sense of disappointment
I failed
fills
that at
you.
92%
The glass
chance.
shimmers as if taunting you with its secrets. You get
A
the
92% chance and I failed it.
Crucial. If you only knew how to
Fucking
listen.
who knows. What are we looking for here?
I'm not
Ballistics?
exactly sure either, to be honest. My imagination has a way of failing me.
Hmm.
It's a weakness.
Skill points into visual calculus. It was a 92% chance. It was a 92% chance.
This
Just check something.
window is pristine on
Let's go in here. Can I go in there? Go out. Let's go and look in the little room with the hole in the wall. It's obviously been closed up now, but I'm interested to see what might be. Do you know what I'm gonna? While I'm on that subject, I'm gonna take that bloody thing out of my bloody inventory, so I won't have to hear that music all the time. Yeah, let's go in here. Just see if there's anything we can look at in here. That might be interesting, I don't know. See if we can spot anything that might tell us who made the hole or who was walking around. The shoes. Let's have a look at the footprints. Do they match any of the ones that...
You clearly see footprints in the down.
Do they match
carpet
any of the
dust
ones?
covering the workshop floor?
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new.
Yeah. It's been here within the last
3
week or
weeks
two.
maximum from the dust coverage. It could easily have been 1 week too.
Yeah.
This is good. He likes it.
Yeah,
There's a
can we
lot of
tell whose
smells
shoes they are?
in the dark of the workshop.
It was a stereo investigation after all.
Hmm.
It has now converged with our main investigation, adding a new fact to consider.
Right, let's have a look at the
Prints,
footprints.
most likely made by boots. The size is hard to determine.
It's a little bit bigger than
Some could be
Vamp.
bigger than Vamp. The soles have left the pattern, uniform, horizontal lines. One person has been here.
One person.
They've gone back and forth. The tips point both ways. Shoe size is 41 to 42.
Very large footed woman.
Maybe 43. It could be a large-footed woman or a small to average-footed man.
Doesn't look
This
like
is,
any of the.
unfortunately, the worst, most vague shoe size.
Yeah, it's impossible to really tell.
No, these little horizontal lines are different.
So these are different
They look
shoes.
custom made to me.
But we don't have
Or
any.
some kind of foreign print. Hard to say.
Hmm.
Still a boot, though.
Everything
Okay.
around you is quiet.
Right, let's get out of here because I don't think there's anything more we can learn from that room. So we're going to speak to the Hardies, the Hardie boys, and we'll see what they say about Ruby, because this is kind of the next step in all this. Ruby and what she's up to. So we're doing a bit of kind of back and forth between these two people for a little while. What's that?
No, something about this bunch doesn't smell right.
Oh,
They
aren't they
are,
Everett's guys?
but they don't seem too keen to talk with you, do they? No,
No.
they don't. Glenn seems to be contemplating
Yeah,
previous
he's not
body
happy.
while he massages his raw knuckles. In the far back, Eugene is doing his
He's trying to,
best
yeah.
to ignore you.
And he's worried.
And
Titus
from
Hardie
his
stares
perch
with
at the end of the
contempt.
table, Titus Hardie himself.
Are they suggesting that I don't talk to them?
Contempt that makes you want to leave the cafeteria straight away. Besides, you're pretty sure
Yeah.
they consider themselves social democrats.
Apparently so.
It's you again.
Uh-huh, it is. I feel like... Give me a second, I'm going to save the game before I have that conversation. Just 'cause I get the feeling that I might get killed if I try that line of questioning. So let's just do a wee save before we continue, and I will ask him the question.
It's you again. What is it?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you what it is. Even though you might not like it.
Why?
Gonna level you. She's the next link in the chain that leads
Sounds
to
like
Ellie's
you're
killer.
making her a suspect in this.
Am I?
Not on my watch, you're not. Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna
Oh, I thought you didn't have any other members.
Steamroller. Fuck that shit.
And fuck you too, moral
Uh-huh.
Ruby is missing. If you hide
Yeah.
from the police in murder
Why would you hide?
investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it
Right.
works, guys.
I'm trying to see if there's a line on my face where that is. I think there is.
That's nothing. That's just legalese.
Yeah, well,
You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want.
yeah, they're not interested in telling me.
Trying to get some R&R here. Think you could fuck off now?
Dunno,
think
maybe.
we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
Let's try this. It's a 92% chance.
A sudden flash of lightning in your neocortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its airy blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories.
Maybe I'm just imagining that.
webs of human emotion.
Maybe I'm just
all
imagining that,
channeled
possibly.
into a single thought.
Because she was here all night
Right, sure.
with us.
Shouldn't go in the kitchen at any point, no?
He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101.
She was here all night? 12:25 to 12:15.
All that time she was
She
here.
was here during all that time?
He said 12:25 to 12:15. How's that possible? Why is it that the voice acting is sometimes completely different? But he said 12:55 till 12:15. So she was here for minus 40 minutes, apparently.
Yeah, with us.
I'm here for minus 40 minutes.
Near the stage there.
She didn't go to the toilet.
No.
In the whole 45-minute window she was with you.
All right. She took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment.
So she
Maybe.
didn't stay there the whole time.
She has an operation to run from her lorry. We're not getting into what that
I already know what that operation is. It's drugs,
again,
okay?
Cope.
That's probably
What did he say?
for the
Cope.
best. Don't break your stride now.
Yeah, okay.
Just because she was gone for 5 minutes.
It's quite easy for her to have got to the roof, actually.
Got
Especially
to
when
the
that key was hanging just there.
I've been through this. It's not plausible.
All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now let's place her on that roof.
You do agree the shot came from the roof.
You can't draw a straight line.
Has to have.
Clausia's window from any of the surrounding buildings. Not from what I know.
Yeah, so it has to have been somebody on the roof.
Maybe from the coast. But like I
Nope,
said,
it was not
I'm
from the
too
coast.
busy dealing with you idiots. So no.
It
I
was
don't
close up, yeah.
think It was a sniper. It was close up.
So it had to be someone that was in the building.
Oh.
Through what looks like an abandoned pinball workshop.
People say there was a
Yeah, there was. I can show you if you want.
Sometime before the hostel. What was it called, Theo?
East Delta Pinball Arcade.
There we go.
Weird place.
Right. Yeah, one of the cursed places.
Okay, but how'd you get up?
I can show
There's
you.
no room for a staircase in this building. Or an elevator for that.
Well, I'll tell you.
The elevator is outside the building. It's an old dumbwaiter used for
Yeah.
moving pinball machines up and down from the workshop.
From there, a door
Ruby
leads
could
straight to
have
the roof.
gone up, shot him, come down. All under 7
Easily,
minutes.
quickly.
That's quite the theory. We need to have a look at that secret passage, boys.
I'm on it, boss.
Go on, have a look.
When the law clears, me and Angus are going up there.
It's a dumb waiter, not an industrial lift.
Yeah, he said he's a smaller guy. How about he goes?
Just now. You got something else to back this route up? Or
Have
is
we firmly
that
established that she could have had access to...
firmly doesn't go well with could've.
Okay, yeah, so we know that it's possible.
Me and the boys.
I
need to
know it's
check it out.
possible. They want to check it
That's
out
what
first.
we established, but a route. Does
That's true.
Not put that bullet in his head. A gun does that. And
Yeah, okay, so she doesn't carry it, but what if he left his on the...
Phase 2. Murder weapon.
Yeah,
Get a gun in her hand. If not that,
yeah,
at
how are we going
least
to
a
prove
shadow
that?
of a doubt. Just don't contradict yourself. If it doesn't sound like Ruby did it, maybe keep it to yourself.
I know it wasn't her. Show them the antique rifle. Weapons like this just lying around in Martinez. As well as she's running drugs, she could have smuggled guns too.
That's just about your favorite topic.
It's true. You know, yeah, it's not my favourite topic. I'd rather not discuss it, but
You were
But it's
warned
true.
not to bring it up. Your best shot here is to just back out of it.
I'm not getting into that if it touches on your precious business.
She's got connections. I could see how she could.
Yeah, but,
Access
you know,
to a gun. That still doesn't mean she.
no,
did.
I mean, that's true. It doesn't mean she did, but
That's all you needed.
just a bit of doubt. Just a bit of doubt. I didn't say I'd prove she had a murder weapon. I just want to speak to her.
Alright, Carl. Keep talking. I'll tell you.
I just want to find out what she knows.
T, we're not seriously considering
Why?
it, are we? Maybe we wouldn't do this. Why would you
If it makes me go away, they might be quite happy to. You know, like, oh, maybe this cop will leave if I just tell him.
Phase 3. Motive.
Motive.
The last.
So we know what the suggested motive is.
The big one.
I don't know.
Give this and they'll give her to you. Remember, don't be
There's always some pretty interesting things. Maybe it's all part of a relationship. When Clash came downstairs, Ruby appeared to know that something was wrong. I'm just thinking which one of these would be a better option. So Kalasha told some pretty interesting things, but they don't trust her. They don't trust her, which is why they turned against her by telling me what happened. So that one's not going to work. It's not why did she kill him, it's why did she... You know, again, that's not really the angle we're trying to go at there, is it? Let's say when she came downstairs, she appeared to know what something was wrong.
Nah, man. That's just Ruby.
Oh, she knows everything, does she? Just automatically, aye. Even things she's not seen, she just knows it. Knows it happened.
That's why she's taboo.
Plus, man, it's like female intuition, you know. Women talk to women. Which is sort of why we need someone on the team who they talk to.
Right, okay. Or she knew what happened because she killed it. Is that going to be pushing it a bit?
Not so useful.
Clash told me some interest. Let's go into that one.
Yeah. Like what?
Apparently she had a thing for her.
Thing? You mean?
Yeah, but they're both girls.
Oh, these guys are a bit behind the times, are they?
Girls like girls too.
Yeah.
yes,
What's the problem?
This is one of those times. She liked Glacier.
Children for me too. Come on, guys. She hangs out with you meatheads. That what? What kind of question's that? Supernatural reality breaking event. Scary, yes. She probably went to you. No. Yeah, I mean, what he said.
Fuck you.
What he
First
said's
you
right.
She's murdered him. Now she's a too. It's a lie.
Come on, Glenn.
These guys are
She
proper
likes
assholes.
Monica's titties more than you do. Everyone knows which way the wind blows there.
Yeah.
I did.
So he knew.
I knew it. That's why
They
he
ain't-
didn't fuck me at Fatty's birthday.
There might be other reasons for that, mate. There might be some other reasons for that here. I'm just saying. That might not be the only reason why she didn't do that.
She didn't fuck you, cause you're 40, and you still live with your mom, Dennis.
She said she made advances to her.
Ruby then threatened her and told her to end her relationship with the deceased.
This is more than, you know,
This
more
is
than a
some
little.
sordid shit. It's also the kind of garbage our Miss Aronier puts out to cover.
Right, let's not tell him let's not tell him that, because he'll just go, well, it's bullshit then, isn't it?
That Ruby is queer as cabaret. Now that I start thinking about it, I don't know why I didn't see it earlier.
So yeah, we know these guys are arseholes. There's no doubt about that. Okay?
And that's okay. Some are queerer than others. You can still be a Hardie. But
So he's, yeah, I mean, he suggested it's not a problem to him, which is, I suppose, one positive. So we should have a little checklist and we can go, okay, he's okay with this, but not with that. To be honest, he's not okay with anything, really.
If that's the case, then it's not right.
What?
But it's not the case, right?
He just has to say, no, that's not what happened. What are you talking about? That's not the case.
There are many pieces that fit together that way, Eugene.
Yeah.
Face it.
What else am I going to say here? Why did she organise the cover-up?
you have a theory about that too, cop.
She's going to be covering up for herself, obviously.
Why go through all that effort?
You know,
It was
make it look like
wasn't it? The hanging.
he was killed out there.
Wrong, but she
Nobody
suggested-
cares about the gunshot. Especially when it was only a small bullet and it was very difficult to spot the round.
She had like a fully formed plan and shit.
Yeah,
Right when she
immediately.
went downstairs.
Like straight away she knew exactly what she wanted to do.
Really, Shanks?
Like she'd been thinking about it for a while.
Talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd have been first.
Well, immediately, like within seconds,
Time for a logics demonstration.
Eugene, let's assume you killed
He
him.
scoffs.
I'm not saying you did.
You kill him. Get up there. Shoot him. Get down.
You first go to trial with your friends or alone.
The man is silent.
If she
Yeah.
used us to cover her own
Exactly.
stuff,
She might have done.
well, that's a serious violation of the Hardie Code, boss.
The Hardie Code. The Hardie Code. Is that right?
Which is why she didn't. This is fucking stupid, Titus. This and the queer thing, all of it. Why aren't more of you...
He's very upset by that, isn't he? He's very upset by that.
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped 10
You see, exactly.
seconds in this
She's
shit.
disappeared. Where is she? She's gone.
Oh, So he didn't rule her out completely. And she skipped town. This is good.
Part of a leadership challenge, isn't it? What? To see it, things don't add up. We need to talk to her.
Silence. He looks around.
I think that's the stage when we can just say we need to talk. Come on, we need to find out where she is. Give us the information.
The old man in the corner nods. A very small nod.
So see, this guy was difficult to get on board with anything, so now he's like, yeah, I think we should do that.
This is the only option he cares for.
Hmm.
Yeah.
They probably didn't want her as one of their group anyway.
There's one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since you asked me where she is.
Okay.
Add it to your list of suspicions.
He's starting to be a bit more friendly, isn't he? Well, not friendly, but he's forthcoming with a bit more information.
I don't know. I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't
She got
tell me
scared.
where. However,
But she seemed like somebody...
I asked. Want to know why?
Yeah, go on, tell me.
She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right. By now, I probably would.
Yeah.
She knew there's evidence on her.
Exactly. Why else would she run away when the police arrive?
Why fleeing is always incriminatory.
It's better if she's just not there, because then we wouldn't know who she was and wouldn't know she was a suspect.
Perhaps. Ask her if you find her.
Yeah, but he doesn't know where she is.
She made sure of that.
Yeah, when did she leave?
Friday afternoon, when you first.
So as soon as I arrived, she disappeared.
The RCM was in town. Then she
You know, I'm
came
just saying.
to see me. Told me she was leaving.
It adds up, doesn't it?
And we had our little conversation.
What was she scared of,
I
did she
told
say?
You.
Me, as in the RCM.
You, as in the cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes.
Sorry, why does everyone flee at the sight of each other? I'm just a normal cop with regular thoughts in my head. Normal. He's definitely not a normal cop.
You know, when I first saw you limping here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own.
Yeah, it's like he's...
But now I'm not.
It's like, isn't it? It's the cop that that nobody... that you look at and you go, oh, he's fucking rubbish, don't worry about him. You know? And then you start to realise that he's not as stupid as he looks. In some cases, it's like people with, you know, like Columbo or something in the Columbo episodes. The people, especially if they're sort of rich murderer types, you know, they think that he's an idiot and that he doesn't know what he's doing and that they'll get away with it, no bother at all, or any of those sorts of ones. And then they realise, oh shit, it was all an act. Not like Sherlock Holmes, where he just knows everything instantly. You know, that's always a little too unbelievable sometimes. You know, not that I don't like Sherlock Holmes, but I don't know. It's like, is there anything that Sherlock Holmes doesn't know, like instinctively? It's like an encyclopedia. Now, what else did you tell you about me?
Said you have a funny taste in clothes, and that you won't stop.
Which is where we're going right now, you know, we're pushing the investigation.
She said she's heard of you from Jamrock, that you're a human can opener.
So there we go.
You play
Apparently she has knowledge of me.
Open them up. Like
specifically.
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just...
I just did it to you, yeah.
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now...
We did that much earlier, yeah.
Whack him. Or we can go on with our lives.
Yeah, go on with their lives is a better option.
Lives kind of day, Al. How about you?
It's not an actual question.
No, it's don't fucking do anything. That's what he's saying. Don't do anything. Is that true? Am I a can opener?
Insistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else?
There was something else. She wouldn't tell me though. I could see she wanted to.
So what? There's something else that she... She never quite got the words out to tell him exactly what the problem was. Do you have any clues where she went?
She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her long.
She's on foot.
So, she's on foot.
What places could she be in?
Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand.
Where could she be?
Never find her.
Yeah, Al. And we won't either.
She's not.
She
really
might never come back.
Hardie candidate anymore, is she?
Nope.
She's not, Glenn.
Definitely not. Have you looked for
A
her?
little. On the coast.
On the
Where
coast.
have you looked for her? More precisely.
More precisely, on the coast.
Past the waterlock,
Past the
southwest.
waterlock. She's not here. So, I'm thinking.
So we're gonna have to go looking around the coast. Can you tell me where on the coast I should start
Sure,
looking, maybe?
There's some shit houses there.
Shit
It's a small
houses.
Town. Fisherfolk there refuse to unionize. So
They don't want to
that's
go
one
anywhere near
place
them.
We haven't looked. I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. Time for you to step up.
Well, we'll try. I don't know how well we'll get on with that, but we'll try. Right, we'll try. What does Ruby look like? Yeah.
Boyish. Hair's red. Dyed. She looks like a
She
lot.
drives a lorry, so obviously she'd look like someone who drives a lorry. I mean, makes sense. Do you know what she's doing with Ulan frequencies?
The what now? I have no idea. Boys,
Is this a new thing?
She said she's building a pale emitter.
A pale emitter? What the hell's that?
We were talking about
A pale
radio
emitter?
equipment.
Some
She
sort of
said
radio
she's doing
emitter.
Ulan frequencies and a pale something. I don't know more.
Pale
This
something?
guy barely understands
Yeah,
what
it's
he's
like,
talking
oh, she said something about a pale emitter, but it might have been a pale something else. It might have been a pail of water for all I know.
there you have it. Pale something.
Yeah, that really doesn't help me with anything.
It'll have to.
His
I'll
grin
shake his hand, why not?
and reassuring, like
As long as we're not having like one of those
holding
slap
someone
contests or
else's
something, you know?
Not just granite.
I've been catching
Tied
some of
with
those,
Aussie and
spotting some of those on
Celtic
YouTube and just kind of watching them and thinking, why do people do that sort of stuff, man? They may as well be standing there punching each other in the face, you know?
No, he already is a sergeant.
Yeah.
That's what you're feeling.
Hmm.
He just wasn't sure what you are.
Yeah, he's not. Right, so now we've got an idea. Well, first of all, we've got a skill point to spend. I might actually put that in... What ones of these have I got that might be interesting? Is that one? That Wasteland of Reality is there. I'm going to use a skill point to unlock another one of these. And then what else can we maybe put on? Rigorous Self-Critique. Sorry piece of shit. Cop Penitent. Flagellant Cop Monk. This is not the right line of work for you. You should be grovelling at the feet of a feudal lord, providing lurid evidence against yourself at a Mazovian show trial, or ripping the flesh from your back with a cat of nine tails. Mazovian socioeconomics. People think communism was a crazy idea that it's comeuppance. A fever that shook the world. They were right until he woke up today. No, maybe not that one, because it drops off my visual calculus at the moment, which I kind of need. Actual art degree, date of birth generator, work out how old he is. Let's do that one. It's kind of a rubbish one to do, but let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, so the armoured gloves might be in the village. The boy is near the village, and there we should look for the fisher folk to see what they know. We can also speak to this Noid guy, maybe. He wants to sink the signs. Find booze and drink it. I think he'd be better not to do that, but, you know, we've managed to avoid it so far. And you can buy spirits from Rosemary, but they cost 300 real. I don't have anywhere near 300 real, and I'm not entirely sure how you're even supposed to get that much, to be honest. So, over the water we go. Because everything pretty much that we need to do is in that fishing village. Or near it. So, so she said that her ID stuff is somewhere in the water. Can we move a little faster, please? Yo, I missed that. I know I could go back and like look at the little thing, but sometimes you click the little things and it's not got a lot to say really. So let's go over here. Let's head over to the village. We can ask the wee girl if she found the gloves. I don't know what they'd be doing all the way over here, but I'd be interested to see them. And then we need to ask the people who are here anyway if they know where Ruby is. Where's the wee girl? She is inside this house. Let's ask about the gloves. I don't know what we would do if we got his whole set of armor. I don't really know what we would do with it, to be honest. Wear it? But there's not really any reason to wear it. Oh, she's not here. Oh no, she is here. She was just hidden behind us.
Hello, mister.
Hello. I hear there was a girl who has armoured gloves. Is that you?
I had gloves.
Oh, now someone else has got them. It's some sort of scavenger hunt.
Where did you get these gloves?
Found them when Lemmy and I were playing hide and seek.
In an empty house where no one lives.
Where no one lives? I think someone hid them there.
Ruby, maybe.
She doesn't want you to think she stole them.
Where are they now?
I hid them. The twins were going to take them.
Where are they?
Stupid.
Alright, well I need to take them, so...
We are going to...
They're stupid.
It's for important police business.
Is she going to do it just because it's for important police business? I doubt it.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe she
They're
will.
in my sandcastle.
In your sandcastle?
Behind our house. Under the sand. You can break the castle.
Oh, I don't want to break your cat. Maybe I'll build her a new sandcastle. Do you know anyone named Ruby?
Reluby.
Reluby? No, not Reluby.
My mom tells me I'm a big girl, but she doesn't know that I can't say Earl. Or like, sometimes I can.
R.
But then O.
Yeah, obviously she's trying to say R, but she can't say it, so
Uller.
it comes out weird.
Kids.
But otherwise she doesn't really know her. She doesn't actually know her. She's just saying that she finds it difficult to say R. 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 She just doesn't roll in her tongue properly. So that'll be the sandcastle over there. Let's have a look. What do you think? We'll go over there and someone will have stolen the gloves from the sandcastle.
Weather has not been kind to Lily's little sandcastle. The once mighty towers are quickly eroding away.
Yeah.
You can see something shining back to you from what must have been
a vast
underground
network.
The walls and floors give way to the giant's greed.
Yeah.
Collapse and
we got the gloves.
A pair of ceramic gauntlets.
Congratulations. That's the gauntlets down then.
We're doing good on the armor collection front. We've got the boots. Now we've got the gloves. Can we not rebuild her sandcastle for her? Like, I feel like that would be a nice thing to do, right? After smashing her sandcastle and stealing her new toy. Is this woman the leader of them? I can't remember. We've got this room as well.
Our tenant, the policeman.
Yeah.
I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help?
I don't mind the waves. They're alright. You seen Ruby?
Nay, I haven't seen anyone lately.
Can she see at all? Wait. Do you know who I'm talking about?
This is my little cinder block town. I know what
She knows.
around here.
She's not stupid.
She's being evasive.
Yeah.
There was a murder in Martinez. She might.
We just want to talk to her. She might not be the killer, but she probably is.
Would you now? I know how this world works, and it doesn't work when people tell on each other.
It's about when it's like when that man locked himself in the woodshed.
No, it's not like that, man. With him, we called you. Right now, you just arrive by yourself, like a raven looking at the window glass.
I see you know something, but you decided not to tell us.
People come and go. Now, was there something else?
So she's being a little evasive.
You should look around your shack.
Yeah, maybe. That's what I was just thinking. Wait. What's that on the side? No. We'll look at that when we come out. Let's see if there's anything else inside that might be of interest to us, maybe. Possibly not, but we'll see. Right, so there's a floorboard that's loose.
As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack.
Here, what if she's living underneath here and I didn't know?
Level with the others. The edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched.
Right, move the
Hollow
floorboard.
space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below.
What's in there?
Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more reeds.
Yeah, we might need to dig
There
around.
might be something hidden inside the sand, though. Something bad. Someone's night thoughts.
A gun.
A last resort. A bad idea. You
A
stick
murder
your hand
weapon.
in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside.
So here we go.
Fine
Let's
dust.
see.
And then something hard wrapped in paper. A small cylindrical object. You pull it
A
out.
bullet.
A bullet.
Possibly the brass. She was policing her brass.
A 9mm bullet, to be exact. Fit for all muzzle loaders of that caliber.
So it
Like
could
your
be
old Villiers pistol, for example. The
a
floorboard
bullet.
doesn't care. But maybe the washerwoman.
Well, yeah, but I mean, anyone could have put
will
that
have
there.
enough to confront her with. Holding the bullet, you get the feeling this isn't ammunition against you. It's for herself.
Possibly, but let's not just make that our only line of questioning.
See a bowl of water, a rough soap.
Oh yeah, I can't do the shave because I need to increase. That's just shaving.
A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin.
So is shaving the right call?
The water reflects back a vague image of your face.
I can't do it yet because I need to upgrade that. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do that, so we'll leave it just now. What's this? See the waves to see in a church. Well, we've seen the church. What's on this?
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it. Adorned
Oh,
with
can I finally do this?
the expression.
Will this
Like
pass?
the rest
Failed
of you,
again.
It comes from a bad place.
Failed again.
Somewhere in the past.
Some of these things, you know, you do the skill check and it fails at like the one we did before where it was 92% and it failed. You're like, how is it possible with a 92% chance that we fail? And it is of course possible. There's an 8% chance that we fail. What's this? Some new clothes. We found some clothes. That's the gloves. +2 to interfacing. I'm not going to put them here. Well, actually. Wait, what do those gloves give me? Those gloves give me +1 to interfacing. Oh, right. Put them on then. They improve our interfacing by 1. Did I have the shoes as well? The boots. There's the boots. What do they do? They add 2 to my authority, take 1 away from my composure. These add 1 to my empathy. I feel like that's a more important skill to have. Some people obviously might go different routes with that, but I feel like if we can be a little empathetic, I guess, maybe people are more likely to answer our questions, you know? I feel like that's a route that more investigators should take. And that's just the window that we looked at from the other side. Can't see into the house from this
As
angle.
you fold your fingers into a fist, you realize
Oh, this is the gloves.
anyone out with
One punch. Oh
The
no.
white ceramic gloves wrap around your digits comfortably. Your
Cool.
movements cause tiny little clicks, like dice rolling somewhere far away. As the plates
Detective in Futurama, like a cop ought to be. Oh, did you see that thing? I don't know. There was a thing I was seeing recently. It was in California. They've got these things that they're calling a RoboCop or whatever. In fact, here I'll show you. Go away. Just need to open up the window. Right, so there's this thing here. Now, what I'm going to do is just adjust it so that it fits to the screen a bit better. So, this thing here was a story that I've been hearing a bit about. And I wasn't totally sure if it was entirely serious, but it's on a relatively serious science site, right? So, in Huntington Park in California, The police added a new police officer to his squad, as they say. A robot actually named Robocop. But don't worry, it's not a guy that was shot with like 1,000,000 bullets and torn to pieces by some guys. It's this thing here, look. It's like a dome-shaped... Wait. It just goes along playing random music? Is that supposed to be like a siren or something? Oh, I've seen Elon Musk reply to this. So yeah, this is a thing, the Robocop. So it... I guess it patrols and just has a presence and people can report stuff? On the inside, I'm not too bothered about that, but... at the time of the unveiling, the city police force were optimistic that the robot cop would be a real asset to the force. A hardened cop. That stops at nothing to get the job done. HP Robocop. What, Hewlett-Packard made Robocop? What? His capabilities are extremely impressive. Its ability to use its microphone. Surely it's a speaker. Unless it's got a microphone in it for you to speak to it. Its ability to use its microphone to deter criminal activity. And its ability to patrol large open spaces. Anyway, that's... so June 18th, it began patrolling the public areas, but here's the thing. A fight broke out in the parking lot of Salt Lake Park. A witness saw the fight and immediately approached the robot with police written on it in massive letters for help. And obviously it didn't go, yo move, creep. You know, that was Robocop, wasn't it? But not in an Arnold Schwarzenegger accent. They pressed the emergency alert button, expecting it to call the police. Instead it said, get out of the way! I was pushing the button, but it said, step out of the way! Just kept ringing and ringing, and I kept pushing and pushing. While another witness called the cops the old-fashioned way, the Robocop carried on its pre-programmed patrol route, stopping to tell people to keep the park clean. What the fuck was that machine for? Turns out it's in no way connected to the actual police. The calls go to the creator of the robot instead, who leased the robots to the police department. So what was happening was, the people were going to the thing and pressing the button and going, there's a crime, and the guys who made the thing were just like, oh, fuck off, I don't want to send that over to them. The cameras are not connected to the police yet. You don't send it on bloody patrol. You don't send a thing like that out on patrol if it can't actually fucking do anything. Right? You don't go, oh, here we go. We're going to send out wee Robocop, useless fucking Robocop, to move around the park doing absolutely bugger all. Oh, there's also this thing I saw about a store hiring a robot for whatever reason, and it actually scared the customers away. You know, it's just some of these things, you see them and you think, why exactly did you do that? It's the stupidest idea in the world if it isn't actually going to be doing anything. Anyway, right, let's continue our little... I'll be responsible with this, that's what I was going to say.
The hardened vitreous enamel at once.
But yeah, why do it? It's like, oh, let's put this thing out in patrol even though it can't, it's in no way connected. Totally pointless. Yeah, it'd be amazing. So long so after enemy technology, I can't just enjoy it. I must study it.
This is highly specialized.
Oh, now I've got a new thought process to go through there. But yeah, I mean, that's fine.
Weakness in the design.
Highly specialized kinetic redistributor.
For the day you
so yeah, if someone tries to shoot me, I can like punch the bullets away just now. I can do like one of those, you know, like that Wonder Woman thing with the metal bracelets. I can like knock bullets away, just ching ching. Yeah, if I have to fight someone in the same material, that might be a problem. Okay, let's confront her about the bullet. I don't really think it's going to help. She might kick me out of her wee place.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Why was there a bullet under your shack? Got her!
You didn't put it there, did you? She did.
Gone and hid things in there?
Yeah.
She's usually a good tenant. And
So
not
she's
a
hiding
stupid one either.
the bullet that I guess came from the gun. The trouble is we wouldn't know that it's definitely from the murder weapon, unless obviously we had the murder weapon and could compare.
Yes, I let my room to that Ruby girl.
There we go. So she's definitely been here.
As I've done before when she's been in
So
trouble.
anytime she's been in
or
trouble,
just looking
she's
for
come to her and
sympathy.
she's been happy to help her.
I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people here.
Yeah.
She came last Friday,
Left on Monday.
in a hurry.
Solomon Grundy.
What has
Born
she
on a Monday.
gotten
No.
herself into? That girl.
Well, something
She
bad.
seems genuinely worried about her.
Do we have to
present
tell her
state.
that she might have killed
She's
somebody?
seen her hiding out from trouble before, but this seems different.
That's
I
for
mean,
the
do we have
police
to
to
tell
find.
her? I don't know.
Right then. Please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
Did that just get brighter, or was it just me? You said she left on
Yes,
Monday,
Early with the dogs, around 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
She probably heard the lieutenant's canary drive by, and it woke her up, just like it did you.
She must have heard your
Yes.
car.
That is a downside of having a 130
130 kilowatt engine.
It lets the bad guys
So
know
electrical
when
engines are
they're
usually quite quiet. Is the room the way she left it?
I cleaned it, like I always do.
Was there anything else in the room?
No,
The truth, sire.
What's she like?
she's good company. Knows how to talk to an
What
old
kind
man.
of person is she?
At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
Did she
True.
talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly
Yeah,
silent
so that's
all the
unusual
time.
then. So she was
Kept to
behaving
herself.
oddly.
She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to
So
fish.
yeah, she was behaving
Usually
differently
She likes to cast a few lines,
from the way she
but
usually
this time
does.
she mostly stayed in her room.
I mean, you know, from what we can tell. Why do you think she left the bullet there?
How would I know?
To hide it.
She's a gruff one, but not violent.
To hide
She
it.
doesn't go around toting a gun.
No?
You could ask her about your hunch, that it was a desperate measure. See if she thinks Ruby fits the bill.
Well, we could try.
Aye, do tell.
It's an exit
Exit
plan.
from what?
The
The
world.
lieutenant stops writing for a moment. He looks at you, then at the old woman.
No, she's a fighter.
Yeah, so she
really
would rather
believes that.
she'd rather go to run. I heard she was a heavy drinker with some issues with anger. Did you ever see that?
Nothing of the sort.
But what was she?
Sure,
But she might not have
was
been
no
drinking
stranger
here.
to the bottle. She fit in that way. But I only knew her to have a beer on the beach while watching the
A
sunset.
beer on the beach. So maybe, yeah, I mean, maybe this was the place that helped her to relax, though, right? And that would make some sense. That would make some sense.
She isn't what you'd call a drunk.
Not a drunk.
Even offered me some from time
Okay.
to time. Said it was part of the communal life. But I never saw her lose control of herself. The
So,
way
okay.
some people do.
But as you say, when she was, as I say, when she was here, maybe she was coming here to kind of try and relax. She have technical equipment.
Not that I know of. Though she was into nice
She was into nice music.
She once showed me a few mixtape
That's,
videos she'd made.
A mixtape milieus.
Although I guess she was pretty handy with the mechanical and
Hmm.
technical stuff. Even fixed the heater in the shack. You should be thankful for that.
Thankful. Should I be thankful for that? Maybe.
She may simply have
right.
put the equipment elsewhere.
Do you know where she went?
I don't know. Further up the coast.
Further up
Tried
the
to leave
coast.
quietly, but the hinges on that door
So she was
screeched
heading
like
north.
that in heat.
Heavy
Woke
boots.
me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north.
North.
It's a peninsula. She might be trapped.
She might
We'll
be.
never find
Or.
her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand.
Well, yeah, but I mean, there's not that much
You
coastline to.
only just arrived.
I wouldn't worry about that, ma'am. We are persistent.
Further up the coast
Are you
we'll go
sure
then.
you'd rather stay here? Get a nice cozy fire going in the heater.
She's like, yeah, just leave it
Seems
alone.
like
It's
a
all
better
right.
idea to me.
You can do it.
I've got plenty of time. What's that about? Plenty of juice in him before he drops. That's a bit much.
Houses. Old pre-war ruins rise to the sky like dark palaces. The wind calls.
Alright, well, I'm out of here.
If you do find her, please go easy on her.
She's probably got a gun.
She really means it. It's an honest plea.
I understand, I mean, if...
Good girl. Whatever she's got
Well,
on herself,
you see, but that bit I don't know. Because if she's killed someone for the reason that it's been suggested... Right, wait a minute. Further up the coast. Let's go over this way first. Oh yeah, where was where would the person... Where would she have put her... ID? What's that? What is this? Soggy logs. Soggy logs! Sounds like some sort of horrible game someone might play. Could this be the... Well, if it is... Well, let's see. Is it?
Metal and plastic contraption bobs up and
Is it where we'll find her stuff?
At first, it just looks like trash. But
I'm trying to see if that line goes on my face or not.
That over there must be the boy class you told us about. The one she hid her passport in. We should take a look.
Well, let's
you
look.
lift the boy out of the water without much effort. It's not tied to anything.
Should cut the cords.
The cords dangling from the bottom appear to have been cut.
Examine
The
it,
number
please.
11 has been written on
While
the
we're
yellow
here.
plastic. It hasn't been in the water for very long, but it's already discolored and slimy with silt.
Oh, well,
A
it
latch holds
depends
it close,
where it,
but only
where it,
just barely.
where
The
it's
brittle
been,
metal
doesn't
of
it?
The latch has cracked.
Simple construction. Very unsafe.
Very unsafe. Shake it.
There's something in there, splashing around.
We give it a sniff
It
as well, why
smells
not?
like you would expect it to smell.
Smells
A
like seawater.
concentrated version of the coast. Salt, industrial slop, and decay.
Okay.
The water this side of the peninsula is cleaner, actually. Smells a little salty.
Open
A
it.
shot glass's worth of seawater pours out. Some algae, and nothing else.
Well, damn.
We're lucky it's still here at all. No documents.
I have no idea.
Well, we know what was in it anyway, according to what she told us.
Either way.
Yeah, she might not have been telling the truth. Maybe she took them herself.
That may very well be the case.
Or maybe she told Ruby about them. And then she might have thought, I can get these, I can get her ID and use it to travel.
You could
without
possibly
realizing
guess what she thinks later if you have the time. Though you doubt she'll tell you much at this point.
We still got
Well,
here
it's
too
still
late.
here.
There's nothing of use here anymore.
Could be that Ruby took it, thinking that it would be the ideal way for her to escape. If she had someone else's ID, she could go on the run and get away. And if she didn't realise that the ID there was the name they were looking for, might get herself caught up in that without totally realising. So further up the coast, they said. Now, now, he did talk about the radio waves, didn't he? And up here, there's a radio tower. She could also be in here.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front
She
of
could
it.
be in there.
The door hasn't been opened in a long while.
Okay, no, she can't be.
A handle.
It's military. A service depot of some probably something
Service
that's
what?
no longer there.
Something that's no longer there. That doesn't really help me. Alright, but there is a broadcast thing up here. And if she mentioned radio signals, she might go to this. What's that? Someone's made a campfire here a long time ago. Okay. What's this? Tiny inlets in the distance that we can't get to. Ladder's too rusty to climb, so she might not have been here at all. Where's that? This is up here. That's there. Okay, I don't think any of that really helps me. Really, tower coordinates boat traffic barely. So she might have been able to call in a boat or something from there, or she might have been trying to. Oh, go back. What was that? What was my wee purple dot thing? To Mutiri. Seems important. Right, she's not in the church because there's all those other people in the church. She could be in there if there's some other way in. What's this place? Oh yeah, that's the... She's not in this part. I'll tell you where she could be. If there was a way into it. I mean, I doubt she's up here. There's not really anywhere to go up here. The body up here should be gone now. Oh, I thought that was a person for a second. But that's all just related to the body we found. What's that? A big wine canister. It's great, it doesn't really help me with anything though. So I'm thinking that building where the guy's standing with the kid could have something to do with it. That's this building here, but I don't know if there's a way into that. There's definitely some stuff that's telling us to look at inside. Some kind of window that we could possibly open. I wonder. Tools. Give me the... No, not the tape player. The multi-tool. Is there a tool we need to open this stuff, maybe? Oh no, it's just a nosophed and some money. Doesn't really help me. Got electrical.
A once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical.
Feld Electrical.
A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, "Tomorrow is just a whisper away."
Looks like tomorrow never came.
Looks like it.
Above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls that are cracking and will soon also fall, and the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the remains of the edifice. Feld Electrical. How ironic. All these dark rooms.
Is that ironic, really?
Feld Electrical.
It's an electrical company, but when it's not working anymore, the power's not on.
Looks like they used to be.
I'm not sure that's ironic, to be honest.
There's something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to go forward is to fail first.
Could Ruby be in there?
She could. Or she could be in the identical room.
Yeah, she could be anywhere, that's true. She's not in the church tower. Or is she?
Why single out this one building?
Don't think we're going to find anything there.
Even though
I succeeded at that.
Sure you succeeded.
Maybe succeeded.
There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead. No rustle in the reeds. The wind has died down. The room in front of you is silent as a tomb.
How do
She could be anywhere.
I was really hoping she'd be in the village. Okay. She's probably north of the village.
North.
This place is a peninsula. We already scanned most of the outdoor areas on our wild.
Hey, you didn't
so we have
go there.
Understanding of the geography, at least. And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like progress, but exclusion is a step too. Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, that's all we can do.
Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village. Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter.
That bunker, this place.
I'm sure we'll come to that.
Walk the coast. The old boardwalk.
The boardwalk. Well, we'll walk the boardwalk.
You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. An adventure.
It didn't help me much.
An adventure on the windswept urban coast. Buckle up and raise your collar. This search is going to be wet and cold.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so there's not really much. Is it worth asking this guy about her?
Hello again.
Seen anyone suspicious around?
No, I'm afraid I can't help you with this one, officer. It's just a regular day off for me and Mikhail here.
Well, he seems to be here every day.
So you haven't seen anyone around?
No, I'm sorry. As I said, this is just a day off. We just arrived anyway.
And then you're going to stand here all day until it gets dark.
How he says that. A day off. He's telling the truth. He hasn't seen anyone.
Yeah, I don't think he is. Come on, son, let's go down and stare at that building for another few hours. Right, there's some stuff down the bottom here. What about over here? These huts. Come on, man. What about these huts? No boat in the boathouse today. Is that important? Can we go down there at all? No. What about this shelter? Ancient paint. Can't have gone through there. What about in here? Could she be inside? I mean, she could be anywhere. We know this already. It doesn't appear like there's going to be anyone inside there to me. I mean, it's boarded up. You know, it wouldn't be boarded up, surely. Not so tightly, anyway. Oh wait, what's that? What's that? Pallets. Wooden pallets. Oh, just 20 cents or whatever. 20 real cents. Yeah, where was that mark when he had a thing over his head? There. People paid money to park here. No one would pay now. That is true, because their cars would probably fall into the sea. Right, so there's nothing there. We've been around here, haven't we? I've been around the world and I can't find Ruby. Oh yeah, let's remember to spend a point in... Now, I was going to spend a point in hand-eye coordination, wasn't I? There we go. So what's this wheel anyway? Rear tyre of a motor carriage. So we've been there, we've been to that big building. We had a look up here. What's that? Is that just another phone thing? A dead phone. Someone was very unhappy and hung up very hard. There isn't really anything to do up here from what I can tell. Let's take the filthy jacket. Electricity flows through the wires with audible power. Where's the power coming from? Bit more money. But there's nothing else here of any real use to me that I can see. What else? What else? What else? What else? We didn't ask any of them if they knew if they'd seen her though. We could ask one of them at least. Oh, we can speak to that guy as well to see if he's having his wee dance. He's over there. What are you doing? You're going awfully far just to speak to that guy.
You got us in, cop.
I did get you in, yeah.
With wonder in his sharp eyes.
Between you and me, I don't know if
We've
you
synced with
noticed,
Noid.
I'm a little suspicious of authority.
I get you. I understand.
You came through for the hardcore underground.
Yes.
I do understand.
We really came through for the hardcore.
The hardcore underground.
Come.
Hardcore! I mean,
Andre is busy.
because I needed to get them in there.
But still quite ungainly. shapes on the church floor. A cell using her contact mic to listen to a tree.
Listen to a tree underwater.
The one with the large head is blasting the dance track on repeat, while the stained glass
windows rattling
behind him is rattling from the base. Sire, the tent.
These kids got spunk.
And in here, sanctuary. Was only
you know, every time you hear that phrase, as I mean, in the US, obviously, it just means that he's, you know, he's that kid's, I don't know, gutsy. He's, you know, whereas here it means that he's full of semen. You can see why that's a bit troubling, can't you? I did it for mankind, for all of mankind. He's just like, alright, okay.
I think you did it for all mankind, but whatever keeps you in high spirit.
Anyway, I don't care about that. We've completed the little thing for him. We've actually returned to the felled mural and consult the wind if you don't know what to do. Is there some importance to that? Oh yeah, let's interact with this horrible jacket.
As you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching sound.
How did it get so disgusting?
Not for the weak. Are you sure you can stomach it?
Yeah, go on, tell me. The jacket's telling me.
Not even holding the jacket itself.
Yeah, we're not actually touching the material.
Jetsam and seagull shit that ensconces it. It smells like a dead sea creature, tangled in grey strands of sea.
I don't think this is important.
It must have spent quite some time in the water before the tide deposited it ashore.
But what's the quest?
It was carried or dragged to the boardwalk. If not by human hands, then perhaps the feral dogs that prowl the beaches at night. The faint
Could that be her jacket?
of many footprints are also present, though it's impossible to tell what kind or how many.
So it was on the
Suffice
ground.
to say, the jacket spent some time on the ground before someone draped it over the railing.
What happened then?
The crust is hard. This jacket
Sat in the sun
spent at
baking.
least a day
Yeah,
baking
probably.
in the sun. Who knows what happened to it then?
Yeah, exactly.
It's too late.
Just gonna
You've
pretend.
already thought about it, and now your hands are covered in muck. What? No.
I don't care.
Things are just...
Wipe the thing on your trousers. I don't think that's relevant to the case, but you can never be totally sure about that. Can you speak to the guy up there again? No, we've looked around here. She's not going to be here. Too much noise, too many people around. She'll want to stay hidden. I don't know, I feel like that bloody bunker might be the place. I mean, there were some other buildings further in, but why would she head back towards the city? Would she head back towards the city? That seems unlikely, doesn't it? I mean, why would she go back to the place she was trying to get away from? Although she could, I suppose, go and check to see if I'm still there. Was that boat there before?
A pane of eternite has been planted into the snow, barely holding it up. It could fall over.
Push it over!
The pane falls into the
And now we've got a
ice
bridge that gets us
with a
across this
soft
bit.
thunk.
A shortcut, as it were. Not much of a shortcut, but it gets us somewhere. Gets us somewhere else. Oh, what's this? Oi! Oi! Oh, okay, he's going to go to it. Let's go that way first. Back you from the rust-coloured water. You! Okay, so that is... I mean, that's pretty much that whole area kind of investigated. But as I say, there were some other places further down, but she said she went north. What's that? What's that in there? Some magnesium and some money. I'll take that. Up, rock! Rocks don't go up. Wait. Don't call Abigail. Yeah, don't call Abigail. He's not going to be able to tell me much, to be honest. He's a red-haired woman named Ruby, really.
Any women after losing my keys.
Oh,
he
mate.
really has no idea who this Ruby is, sire.
Alright, bye then. What about this one?
The legend returns.
He seems to have got it together a little bit better.
Smokable smokes, pissable pilsner, drink it, then convert it to piss.
Okay, he's not.
And
What?
there's spirits and speed too.
Yeah, why is the spirit just cost 300 real?
It's real valuable. Worth every
Yeah, but
real.
you're never going to sell it.
Got it from a bit of a business venture.
No one can buy spirits for 300
You know
real.
what's crazy, actually?
What is then?
He's finding it difficult to focus his watery gaze.
Yeah, what? What?
Keep him talking.
This guy.
Yeah, are you going to answer the question though, mate?
Conversation might bring a discount, no?
Doubtful. Where did you get the spirits from?
This is medicinal spirits, the good stuff.
Medicinal spirits. It's not methylated spirits now, is
I
it?
got one of those scientific ampoules a few months ago. Torpedo.
Methylated spirit.
It's supposed to keep a man from taking a drink.
Okay.
Didn't stop me for shit, that's for sure. 5 lemons with half a pack of butter and you're good to go.
5 lemons and half a pack of butter.
It really isn't.
I'll remember that.
In a week, the goddamn kidneys started giving me all kinds of
Alright,
help.
okay, yeah. So maybe not so
The
good.
missus took me to a private doctor's office. Not a charity, the real thing.
Is that right?
Those arseholes charged me 4 real to remove the damn thing. But I came out on top after all.
Have they no shame taking money for a service they provide?
Now, I used to teach high school biology. I know what doctors use to
Wait, so...
preserve dead things.
Well, these aren't... Wait.
Like 3 cans of this blue medicinal stuff from the back room.
Yeah, it's not...
Out and voila. What's left is
Fucking hell, I don't want that.
98.7% almost pure alcohol. 2 I already sold.
He wants to make sure someone has a lot of money to buy it before they
This last one is yours for 3 real.
at least blind themselves.
Don't say it.
Can I smell it first?
Yeah. Be careful. It's
Extremely flammable. Well, that might be useful for something else.
1 spark and the entire city of Revachol is wiped off the map.
I think that might be a bit of an exaggeration.
Feels like someone set a mustard field ablaze right inside your nose.
3 real, but he said 300 before.
Your nose is a singular source of pain, but at the same time you don't remember the last time you... In all fairness, that might be
Yeah, it might be.
attributed to the retrograde amnesia.
So, what's the deal, friend? Want the spirits or not?
I think it'll
3
prove
real
useful.
And it's yours, friend.
Well done. You got it. That's a
Not
much
gonna
more
drink it,
reasonable
because
price right there.
fucking hell.
Makes sense now.
He'll bloody... I don't know. No, I'm not going to drink it. Bye. I'm going to make use of it, though, possibly. What about... What about up there where the boat is? Could she have tried to... Who's this? Who's that?
I'll just keep the
Oh, that's
coordinates
Joyce.
in the channel, if that's okay. Yes. Hi, ma'am. And it's a jetty, by the way.
Uh-huh.
Of course. Jetty. I'd
She
prefer
prefers a
for
good
it
jetty.
to appear any day. Hello, detectives.
Yeah, what are you doing here?
Good to see you here. I only just arrived myself.
What brings you here, madame?
Nothing
Yeah.
really. I've had my eye on this jetty for weeks now.
Right.
So I decided to investigate it personally. This cluster of buildings isn't on any of
Yeah, and they're not
official
involved with
maps,
any of your
as far
companies
as I
either.
can
Maybe you should
tell.
leave them alone. Yeah.
That. And she's also keeping an eye on you.
And you've been spying on us.
Spying has such a negative connotation.
You've been watching us, though.
I did track your progress along the coast, however, and decided I would be better able to assist you from here. Then
In what
there's
way?
the matter of that little scamp in old lady clothes. She threatened to paint
Oh,
the
right,
border she red.
yeah, the girl
White
decided to.
blood, you see. Well, I like it the way it is. White.
Not sure how I feel about that.
What is this? Destruction of property? Hooliganism? Elder abuse?
We know who it
And
is.
who is this scamp, anyway?
We know who it is. I'm not that bothered about it.
Lillian and I are getting on much better. For one, she appreciates the concept of rent.
So how do you like it here?
How do I like it?
How do you like it? How do you like it? More, more, more.
Water drips down eaves of Eternite.
I don't know why that came into my mind all of a sudden.
To the tune.
That much.
The smell of salt and dog shit in the...
Oh yeah, it sounds like just her place, kind of place, you know?
Pornographically poor. The street has no name. All the men are dead or missing. And is that the carcass of a motor carriage over there? I'm surprised that woman hasn't.
Yeah, it's mine.
Yet. Maybe she will.
I crashed it.
You should ask your questions while you can.
Dark eyes survey the coast leading up to Martinez. Dull grey metal rests in her scabbard.
She's not doing anything yet.
The wind is too loud for her to hear.
Fortunately for you, madame, the RCM is on the scene.
All
right. You say that.
Politics time. Let's react. Real men, real politics, real thoughts in your head.
Well,
she could easily just.
She could. Yeah, why not?
In her voice.
Almost like she wants her to do it.
Discovered this place.
Fishing village?
No, the Insulindian Isola.
No.
Well, your
I want to know.
has left you no worse off than most of these people. The literacy rate is around 45% west of the river. 50 years of occupation have left these people in an oblivion of poverty. I knew you would sympathize. Most Revacholians will never know what.
Yeah, a lot of them don't care.
Our home.
A lot of them don't care.
Of matter, or why they were ferried over in the first place. Remind me to tell you one day. For now, how can I assist you in this new location? Godspeed, detective.
Thank you, ma'am.
I don't really think she's any help with any of the other stuff we were doing. But let's have a wee look and see if maybe there's anywhere out this way that could be the source of... That's my car. I know that's my car. There's not much I can do about it. It's ruined. Destroyed. Dead. Right, what about these houses up here? So yeah, I mean, I went into... Was this one I think we've gone into these. I'm just wondering, could she be in any of these? Excuse me. I'd like to find her before, like, I think that would be a good thing to get to, point to get to. If we could find her before the end of tonight, stream tonight, then we would have a good point to kind of continue from next time. That'd be nice. Tomorrow we'll have to try and come up with... I want to try and do a retro game stream if I can come up with what the best game for me to play is. It'll come to mind, I'm sure. So that we don't just do another... Not that I mind doing watch parties, I just feel like it's nice to maybe change that up a bit. That could change though, I mean... My opinion on that is changeable. Right, there's nothing here. Where else could she be? So if we go this way, this is taking us to the way out. There's this thing. And there we find some biker cop sunglasses, but there's nothing there. She wouldn't have gone back. So I guess we need to do a bit more of an in-depth search to see if we can see anything that might point us in the right direction. I went there. Can't go anywhere up there. So you said she went north. Now, so that should suggest that she went, well, somewhere towards here, right? Surely. You would think. I just don't know. We know that she's not up there. What's that? What's this? Manny. Money, 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 money! Money! What about this? What's that? Slit in the concrete. A sewer! A sewer!
The light vanishes inside the concrete slit. The structure goes deep under the earth. There's no echo and no answer.
What's
Maybe
in there?
It's just a storm drain for the sewer.
Any idea what's down there?
Could be connected to one of the buildings around here.
Think you might find her underground?
There's an old storm drain system beneath Martinez that's mostly collapsed. Revachon's sewage system has been built and rebuilt 4 or 5 times now. In conclusion, she could be under any building.
But not in there.
I hope not.
Yeah, but is there a way into there? Now that's an interesting thought. That was where we just came from, wasn't it? That's an interesting possibility. But how would we get in there if there was a way? That guy knows a bit about the area, maybe he'd be able to tell me. That guy with the wee kid up there. Let's have another look down here. That's just like a window, a sign or something.
A row of ghostly shades facing.
Oh yeah, that's the, yeah, we looked at this already.
With another 7 shades standing 10 meters from.
Oh, ask him.
I don't know. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall.
Yeah.
Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist.
Perhaps maybe there was someone else. I don't know.
At the start of the Civil War, or it could have.
Yeah, one or the other.
Said about Veld.
Another likely scenario.
Yeah.
Maybe.
What about coalition people?
It's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here.
They were the last ones against the wall.
If a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was a commandant.
A cold sea wind blows away the figures.
Alright, so that doesn't really help me. Yeah, there's nothing to do there. So where could she be? I mean, that sewer option is a possibility, if we could find another way into them. Let's go up here. As far as we can. That was the boy that we looked at, which didn't really help us. Nothing there. He doesn't know anything. And there's nothing over that way that we can do, that we can access. Up here. The only thing that was up here was that pier that we found the body on before. There's nothing here. It makes me wonder, is she underground? But if so, how did she get there? Possibly through that building that's up here, but I don't think there's an easy way through it. Let's just check this out. What are all these things? Rusty gears used to turn the whole machine. Chain trails off into the ocean.
An old door worn by elements.
I can't do that.
The depot.
It's an impossible interfacing task. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Nothing there. We looked at that already. There's nothing in the tower. I thought because she was talking about broadcast stuff, she might have gone into that broadcast tower. But apparently not. I'm not sure where we're likely to find her. I mean, right now, having seen that sewer, underground seems like a possibility. But there was no, I can't see a way to get underground anywhere here. What's all this? Why are they... Oh, there's some money on top of the pillars. Look. And some other stuff. I didn't know that was there. Take all of it. Take all that you can. Decent amount of money. He's now on 50 real. Go that way. Right. So there we've got... Again, nothing that really helps.
You see that seagull up there? Remind you of anybody?
I'm not having a conversation about seagulls. It's not Eric Cantona. Although I did think, you know, that was an interesting thing. I don't know if anyone remembers that. One sec. What was it? There was the... Is this it here? Yeah, this might be it. One sec. Right, this was Sky Sports Retro. Let's see if it's there.
When the seagulls...
Well, we go back to the start.
Because they sink. When the seagulls follow the trawler.
Yeah.
It's because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much.
You know, obviously what he's saying is that and a lot of people, they were like, oh, what's he talking about? That's a total nonsense interview. And it's like, well, he's saying that the journalists are the seagulls swarming around looking for sardines. That would be comments by him that are incriminating, right? I thought that was obvious. But loads of people were like, what the hell's he talking about? That doesn't make any sense, huh? He's just talking nonsense. And it's like, actually, it makes perfect sense. If you really think about it. If you really think about it, it actually makes quite a lot of sense. Right, but anyway, I don't know where we're going here. If she's supposed to be here, then she's done a pretty good job of hiding. Oh, what's this? I've not looked here. Or have I?
The worn and beaten wooden plank.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder.
Yeah, we could have some ice cream or something and sit on a bench. Wouldn't that be exciting? Right, but this person's not here. What is up with this house, actually? Go in there for a minute. You know, it's like... maybe it's not a house, maybe it's just some kind of shelter, but... Inside this house is like a chair. A shelf. And that's it. I wonder. One sec, I just want to check something. Yeah, I'm just going to see if I can find her. I'd like to find her tonight, and I don't have very long. Just out of interest. I just want to see. Okay. The hell am there? This is annoying. Okay. Right. Now that's it's one of the places I thought she would be. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going into any more. I don't want to like dig around and find out what's going on with that. But it's in one of the buildings we were just, well, specifically it's actually underneath one of the buildings that we already looked at. It was what I suspected. It's underground, and it's to do with that place where the guy's speaking to his son. And apparently we can search it by looking at the mural.
The once bright mural towers above you, saying, a breeze, like a quiet sigh, moves, go to the children of the big sea.
What? What was that?
The wind rushes away, leaving you where
the
you
children
were,
of the big sea.
on the rotting boards of the felled building.
Officer, are you okay? It looked like we lost you for a second.
Some kids in the village.
When you're ready.
Oh yeah, because they would know all the sort of secret places to go, you know. When you were a kid, didn't you always kind of have random, you know, places that you would go where you weren't really supposed to go? You were told not to go, but you went there anyway. Because it was fun to go there, right? Ask the two wee boys. Because I think the girl stays inside most of the time. Lily.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
Have you seen anything strange lately?
He had bad words and said
Heard bad words, said them and got in trouble.
Bad words. Bad words.
Bad words are bad. Okay, what happened?
We just heard funny voices.
Funny voices?
We thought the voices were funny. We said what they said, and then we got in trouble.
Did you hear them somewhere?
What's that? We just heard them.
In your head? Oh, you mean you heard them?
I heard people talking, except just in my head.
So what did you hear?
It was like, it is time at last. My nasty speed reeks.
What?
My brother man is about to grow up. DJ Flatchios, Big Boy Davy or Single is here. Buckle up, cause this is the fastest track that you're ever gonna hear. Turn up the volume. Low those speakers out. Now here's no.
Don't say that.
Stupid.
A word when you're done.
Yeah,
The boy
okay.
draws a jagged rock across the ground. It leaves a white scratch.
You see any bad people around?
I don't think questioning 4-year-olds without their parents present is going to crack the case.
Then we're definitely doing it.
What bad?
I don't think
Yeah,
questioning...
he's not going to let me.
Definitely.
He's not going to let me do that. What about the girl? I don't know. We're on the right track. I don't know if speaking to the children is really the right answer. Oh no, she does go out of the house because she had the bloody...
Hello, mister.
I did that.
My mum tells me...
Kids.
Yeah.
Turns outside your brothers.
They don't want to play with me. They're older and play outside. They
She
look
did a
the same.
sandcastle.
Sometimes I can't tell them apart. They
They
look
look identical.
identical.
Anyway, we know who... Well, let's ask... Oh, I think what Kim Kitsuragi was probably suggesting was maybe we should ask their mum if we can talk to them. I think that's their mum's up the top there, I think. Go up here. I'm gonna finish up though. I can find out roughly where she is. He wants to talk to me. We'll do that in a minute.
The waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards.
No, that's not good. That's not what I want. Let's talk to him. See what he's wanting to talk to me about. What?
The lieutenant's posture becomes rigid
Smell him?
and uncomfortable as you lean. The lieutenant is fastidious as a cat in matters of his personal
We can smell.
and
Smell.
yet,
Oil
in the
rags.
folds
He
of
said
his
to fix
jacket,
his car.
You can just perceive the stale and acrid traces of oil rags, transmission fluid, and brake pads. Wait.
Yeah?
There's something else there. Something that sets your GABA receptors aflutter.
Yeah, that would do that.
The lieutenant's
do that.
aftershave, a common drugstore brand. Strong hints of pine needle. But what sort of ideological picture do these smells
Who
paint?
knows?
Tough to say.
Do you
Who
need
knows?
something, detective?
You're not a
I do
lieutenant,
like
you're a
to
mechanic.
hang around the motor pool every now and then, but that doesn't
Likes
make me a
keeping his
mechanic.
car maintained.
Sort of like
Not
how
like me who
hanging
crashes
around
it
a liquor
into
store hasn't made you into a master distiller. My apologies,
cheap shot.
detective.
And I haven't drunk
resist.
anything.
Was there something else you wish to discuss?
Well, you were the one that wanted to talk to me. Okay, well anyway. I just had to speak to the children. See, it's still flashing that he wants to talk to me. But what about?
Yes?
Talk to you, should be following me.
What do you want to know? Good.
You pick over what's left.
We
of
failed
your
that
frontal
again.
cortex.
72% chance we failed it again.
Explanations emerge.
Excuse me?
Nothing.
You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide.
A moment
Fair
passes.
enough. Right, but I need to speak to the... Let's see. Find the children of the big sea. The children of the big sea. Oh, she knows who they are.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up. What more
More
do
questions.
you want to know?
I've got Ruby other questions.
Let's hear those other questions.
On this jacket, it's
I
filthy.
can
Could you wash it?
for you, but it's going to take about a half an hour.
Hell yeah.
I can come back for it at some point.
It's been another track and field day.
Yeah, why not? I'll wait.
Hand it over then. Must say, I'm proud of this one.
And now
It's
we got the
pretty
jacket
nice
back.
underneath all that filth. I hope you'll have an easier life in your hands.
Okay then, thanks. What kind of jacket is it? What's that? It's a windbreaker. A Falm windbreaker. Okay. And that gives me 1 empathy but takes away 1 logic. I don't really want that. I'm not entirely sure where we're going from here, and it is pretty much time to kind of finish up there. We know that Ruby can be found somewhere in this area, but where, I'm not yet sure. I guess we'll find that out next time we play Disco Elysium, which will likely be on Friday. Tomorrow I will do, it'll either be a watch party or a retro game stream. I'm still to decide. We need to finish Scanner Somber at some point as well. So maybe do that, maybe just see how it goes. But yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. It'll be Back to the Darkness 2 on Thursday. I don't know how much longer is left of the game. Maybe we can finish that. Maybe we've still got a long way to go, I don't know. But yeah, that'll be on Thursday, and back to this on Friday. I don't know how much longer of the game there is, but we're on day 4, and I've seen suggestions that most people tend to finish about day 7. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, let's save. I might have just done that, but I'm going to do it again anyway. We'll save the game, and that is going to be where we finish for tonight. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen, maybe. If you have, I'd love to see you come back. That would be really nice. But for now, I'm going to head off. So thank you very much for watching, and good night.